Welcome to the First Lady Point of View show, everyone. I'm your host, the First Lady Felicia K. This is where you can expect culture, music, news, reviews, fashion, and exclusive interviews. So stick around. We got a very special guest that I'm excited about, and I'm sure you will be too right after this.
You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. You tuned in.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm very excited about this gentleman that I'm about to introduce you to. He is now an award-winning musician, and he goes by the name of D.L Edwards.
Hey, how are you?
I am well. Thank you, D.L. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me tonight.
Man, thank you for coming. I know you've been real busy, and happy anniversary, by the way.
Thank you.
I know you and your wife are celebrating, what, 20 years?
20 years.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the
Now,
love
that's
of
a
my life.
blessing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You guys are very in sync. When I first met you, just a little bit of backstory, it was at the Greater Sacramento Urban Music Awards, the first
Correct.
annual, and you guys were just so in sync. So much so that my photographer caught a candid just off guard of you guys that was so stellar. I'm like, I gotta send them this. This is
Yeah.
everything.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, you could just tell you guys are very in sync. So let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
All right, all right. So you told me that you just want to go by D.L. Edwards, but I do want to tap into the fact that you are a bishop as well, correct?
I am a preacher and pastor. Yes.
Okay, that is important. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I want to, first and foremost, establish that.
Let's do it.
All right. How would you say that being that, first off, that is a great spiritual responsibility?
Correct.
Is it challenging balancing that with your artistry as a jazz musician?
I think it works out really, really easy. They flow seamless together. In the beginning, we tried to separate them like they don't go together.
Yeah.
But I would show up places to preach, and they would call me the church guitarist. And then I'd show up places as the church guitarist, and they would call me Bishop D.L Edwards. So we don't fight it anymore. It's a good arena for me. It's spiritual on both sides.
Right.
So we don't mind working it that way.
Okay. I skipped the introduction. I want you to tell everybody where you, because I wanted to establish the bishop
Okay.
first, okay? Tell everybody where you're from.
I am born and raised in Los Angeles, but I spent most of my time in Sacramento,
Okay.
California.
Do
So
you-
I'm here in Sac now.
Okay. Do you frequent Los Angeles?
I try to. I love the smell of the air. I just can't stand the traffic.
I know that's right. My middle daughter, she lives there. She's been there now 4 years.
Okay.
And she seems to be doing fine, but she's young though. You
Right.
know, she's in her 20s. So
Right.
yeah, her patience is still like, it's equipped for that, right?
Right.
Do you miss it as far as going back
I
regularly?
miss Los Angeles a little bit, but I really love Sacramento and how slow paced it is.
Yeah. It's getting crowded, but
It
it is
is.
still laid back.
Very laid
especially
back.
for a family.
Yes,
And you have a family, right?
I do.
How many children? I know you're married.
4 kids.
Okay.
We're empty nesters now, but we have
Oh,
4
so y'all
children.
living your best life.
As best as we can.
I know that's right. I heard that. So tell me a little bit about when did you start doing music? Was it in the church?
Yes. So right before the pandemic hit, my wife started a group, and all the young guys took my main instrument. That was keyboard.
Okay.
So I went to the pawn shop. I bought a guitar and an amp, and I just started showing up at rehearsals. Literally bogart my way on the stage, and that's where it all started. That's almost 6 years ago.
So you mean to tell me you that was not your primary instrument? No. And here we are, fast forward 6 years later, you're getting the best single of the year.
Yes.
That's
ma'am.
not lightweight.
No, it's not lightweight.
And then I saw recently you were invited to the TikTok award, and I saw Dove comment.
So yeah, the Dove Awards, somebody was in one of my lives. I do 2-hour concerts on TikTok.
Okay.
And we get some celebrities in sometime. And somebody from the Dove Awards committee came into the live and was just like, this guy is playing. And I didn't see it.
Yeah,
My
we
wife
did.
caught it, and she was like, we got to show the world. So yeah.
That's a testimony in and of itself. How you said you went out on faith, right?
Correct.
I just bogarted my way in with
I
this
did.
instrument that was not my primary instrument.
Right.
And instead of complaining that my instrument was taken, I said, you know what? I'm gonna find another fit.
I wanted to be on stage with my wife.
Hello, come on.
So I had to find some type of way, and guitar let me in. And I was really using it for, well, I used it for practice,
Okay.
but it also helped teach me at a faster pace.
Okay.
And
So
so-
you had never played the guitar at all before that?
No, guitar was
Wow.
not my thing.
But it was obviously one of your gifts.
Yep, it was what God had intended for me.
I am so excited to hear that. I thank you for that information. And you know what? Now I feel a little bit like slated, if you will.
Okay.
Because I didn't know that the Mrs., right,
Right?
was the reason for the season. We need to have her in here next.
Absolutely.
Talking about what she got going on with the
Absolutely.
music.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to have to set that up as soon as we wrap.
Let's do it.
Oh, man.
I can't wait.
I know she's so vocal and just such a adversary, right, and an advocate for what you got going on.
Right.
That's something about the women, right?
Yeah, no, she backs me up 150%. Like when I first met her, I wanted our lives to be so intertwined, you couldn't take us apart. And when I started doing jazz, she was like, I want to see this, this, this. And she just took over managing the career, and she started calling people and emailing folks and reaching out, and it started taking off.
Right.
So I was like, baby, you just got to manage me. Stay there
And let's
stay
get
at
it
the
done.
helm.
If it's not
Yeah.
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I'm not messing with it.
Amazing. That's an award in and of itself.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have to worry about, can I trust this person?
Oh, never. Don't have to worry about anything like that.
Oh, yeah. I love that for you guys. So, do you guys plan to make a project together, though, moving forward?
So I don't know. It's a lot of things on the table. She sang on the album.
Okay.
I had a song finished, and we're riding in the car because once the album is kind of, music is done, I engulf myself in it. So I'm playing it everywhere, in the car, in the front room. And she is humming this tune to one of my songs. And I'm like, what is that? And she was like, oh, this is what I heard. And I was like, I guess we got to
Now we
cut the
tweaking
next
it.
song, and we got to put you on this album.
Okay.
And so she sang the hook on Feels Like Home. And it's the most popular song from the project.
That's what it's trying to tell
Because
you. You guys need to.
she's magical. She's
Yeah.
my fairy.
I love that. I love that. That's why I corrected myself. I said, "What you said? Talk about adversary? No, that's his biggest
Right, she's
advocate."
my advocate.
Yeah, that's why I had to catch myself. Like, wait a minute, because baby, she work it. I
She
love
does.
that. And she tapped me on the shoulder at the awards, like,
Okay.
"Don't let my king walk past." She didn't say it like
Got
that,
you.
but you know, you
Got
guys
you.
was moving quick.
Yeah.
And she tapped me on my shoulder, like. I'm like, oh yeah, come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I love her for that because now look where we are today.
Right.
And I'm just so excited for you and what the future holds. As far as performing though,
Okay.
would you say that you prefer? You know what? Let me double back because you told me something at the awards on the carpet
Okay.
that I thought was impressive, and I don't want to miss this moment. You said that this whole project came about at the house.
Yes. We actually, start to finish, I produced it in a room in my house, mixed it and mastered the whole album.
Wow.
I am a person who like to get my hands dirty. So
Okay.
once I get something in my head, I don't look to necessarily hire other people.
Okay.
And so I just went at it. I started building one song at a time, and we did it right there. I locked myself in the studio for days at a time. I wouldn't get any sleep until we were more than half of the way done. And so it happened at our house. I'm so proud of the music that we actually made
should be.
because it's touching people's lives and people really love it to this day. People call me or they DM me or send me a email and say, hey man, this album should be played everywhere. And so I thank God for the gift of music because I really did it because I wanted to change people's lives with the music I play.
Yeah. And you know what? And shout out to Jay King because
Absolutely.
he always introduces just the city, all of us in general. If you
Right.
tap into Traffic Jam, I found out about your music through J. King.
Okay.
Just like Jolie, all of these great artists before the awards, I knew the names because of J. King.
Right.
And I just wanted to make mention of that because, you know,
Absolutely.
that is major, that he just puts all these gems in
Yeah.
position to
Yeah.
get what they deserve.
Yeah.
And you are so deserving of it because that was one of the things we talked about, your energy before you even went in and won the award.
Okay.
We said how now he gonna win because he deserved it. Your energy was everything. As soon as you came out, I said, jackpot. I knew you won before you even walked all the way back over
Right.
there. Just the energy, just so humble
Okay.
and deserving of everything. And I love that for you. Now, would you say that is it more challenging, being that you do most of your production work in the comforts, if you will, of your own home? Is it a challenge for you, though, with the live performances? Or do you just look at it like, you treat it like I'm in the house of the Lord, and when you're there, you know, that's like a shield, right?
So that's the key. I'm a church boy at
Okay.
heart. So I love performing and being on stage.
Okay, okay.
And that's, I think, where you're going to get the best D.L. Edwards. On the stage, like, you couldn't tell me I wasn't Prince or George Benson, because I'm going all in.
I love that.
Like the new show getting ready to come up is I'm going to be playing piano, I'm going to be singing, playing guitar. It is going to be an extravaganza. So I love being on stage.
Okay. And you said you've only been doing it in the solo capacity. Well, you work with your wife. Let me ask you this. You also have the Disciples. Is that the name of the band that your wife created?
No.
Or is that a total separate entity?
That's a total separate entity.
Okay.
The Disciples are my band, D.L and the Disciples, when we travel on the road. My wife's group was called War Room Live.
Okay.
So it was a worship band. It was
Okay.
like a star-studded cast. Those concerts and worship nights were incredible.
Okay, okay. So would you like to revisit that? Would you like to see that come back
Absolutely.
to the fore? I bet.
Absolutely.
I would love to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you she's so consumed with making sure you're great right now. She probably forgot all about.
She
needs
gets
to be
engulfed.
doing it too. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets engulfed.
I get that
but
from her. That's you so blessed.
Yeah, I know it for sure.
I know that's right. So as far as performances, what was your most recent performance, live performance?
Shucks. I think we did Our Place Event Center.
Okay.
Sometimes I do different iterations. So I have the one-man band. I just go and I play my guitar to some tracks, and I could do that all night long. I have like 35 hours full of music in my computer. But the big show we did was our live CD release concert at the Guild.
Oh, wow.
And that was an incredible show.
I bet it was. Was it just you, or did you have like a variation of other artists or
Nope,
groups?
it was just me doing the music. We had my good friend Tristan Funny, who opened the show and
Okay.
introduced us. And then after that, it was me and the Disciples for about an hour and 20 minutes.
How amazing. How many Disciples is it?
4 other guys.
4 other guys?
Yeah.
All from here in Sacramento,
No,
or did you
spread
just pull
around.
from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spread around, playing for different guys. Like my MD is the drummer for Kim and Cameo.
Okay.
So yeah, we got some guys.
Oh,
coming
yeah,
from
yeah,
out of
you do
Stockton.
have that. I know you have the alignment. Yeah, yeah. So that's a major thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, having all those major hitters a part of what you do and working with them all, but you're a major hitter as well, so we definitely don't want to
appreciate it.
overshadow that, and we want to make sure you know that, all
Right,
right?
gotcha.
All right, so we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back talking more with none other than the award-winning,
right.
D.L Edwards, right here on the First Lady POV, or the First Lady Point of View show, however you want to call it.
Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
At school, it feels like everyone's staring at me, and I'm just kind of not really a person.
Sometimes I can't believe that you could be proud of me if I'm not proud of myself.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Think of our best times together. Let's do more of that.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at soundidouttogether.org.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. If you're just now tuning in, you've missed a good first half, but don't worry. We'll have replays for you all, and I'll tell you about that at a later time, how you can watch all the replays. But as of right now, we have none other than the award-winning D.L Edwards in the building, and we're talking about artistry, jazz, his wife, and all of the things that makes him great, because all of those things matter, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, now, tell me a little bit about Yoshi's.
So, Yoshi's is an iconic jazz club in Oakland. And I've played with several artists there. Sean Rayford, I used to play guitar for Sean Rayford. A few other guys. It's an incredible spot to play.
Yeah, I've been a couple of times. It is, and it's like a badge of honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wanted to ask, like, how did you end up originally playing there?
So I've only played there to back up other artists.
Okay.
The show that we played on our own was at the Guild here in Sacramento.
Okay.
So literally, it was my wife made a couple calls.
I knew it.
She's the
I didn't know it, but I should have
life.
guessed it, right?
You could just go ahead and put her down. She's the manager of life. She made a couple calls. A guy called and said, "Hey, we got a spot open. Do you want to take it?" And it was a jump for us because we don't have promotion and stuff like that. We did all of that on our own. And we almost packed the whole thing out. It was a great Sunday night.
I bet.
It was a great Sunday night. The lineup of songs was incredible. We went on a 90s R&B journey.
Okay.
So we had little Brandy, D'Angelo, rest in peace. We did his song. I did Purple Rain at the end. It was an incredible show.
I mean, Purple Rain, come on.
Oh, yeah.
So would you say that you would go back where you are right now as a solo? Would you be interested in going back to Yoshi's and perform? You ready for it?
Absolutely.
I think you're ready for it.
We're ready for it.
I believe that. I believe that. So as far as the disciples, do you take them every time you perform live, or do you have like a backtrack and sometimes you'll just go?
If the budget is right, the disciples is coming with me.
Okay.
I don't like to travel without the disciples.
I get it.
Because we get to flow. We don't
Right.
have to stay to a regimented time frame. So most of the time, the disciples are in tow.
Okay. So where would you say that you see yourself, D.L Edwards, and we'll say the disciples at the second part. Let's say yourself as an artist, D.L Edwards. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What would you like that to look like?
Headlining festivals all over the country.
Okay.
Like I said, the stage is my world. Producing for other artists.
Okay.
And introducing the world to some other, unsigned or untapped talent. It's not about the awards for me, it's about the contact with the people.
Right.
I love the interaction I get off the stage in the crowd. So we're looking forward to a year long full of festivals and playing at places like Cindy Winery and Napa, the Blue Note in Napa.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's
I believe
definitely
it.
the vibe for it. And so, as far as that would include the disciples as well, right?
Absolutely.
Because you said that's your preference. Is
Yes, that's
the
my
band.
preference.
Is it a little harder though doing it with a backtrack? Would you say?
No, it comes easy for me.
Okay.
And maybe that's because of the TikTok thing. I practice every day on TikTok, and people say they would pay to come see me play with my computer because it's really interactive.
Okay.
But the preference is the band, but I could do either way.
There's nothing like that live, right?
Right.
The energy. So TikTok, what made you decide to start doing your 2-hour sets on TikTok?
That's a great question. I only went on TikTok to practice in front of an audience.
And see what the feedback would be.
And it ended up exploding. Like one day it's 20 people watching me live. The next day it's like 75 people watching live. And then a week from then, it's like 1,100 people for 2 hours watching me live.
And just stayed and enjoyed the show.
At our highest count, we had one show for like 45 minutes. It was 4,500 people in the building.
Wow.
And we're talking all over the world, the Netherlands, Australia, Canada, the Bahamas, and they're chiming in what their city is and when are you coming to Houston or ATL, and we're just blown away with what's happened on
The
TikTok.
reception.
Yeah.
And so you said you do it every, what was that, Wednesday?
Every day.
Oh, you do
every day.
You find
8
2
to
hours
10,
to do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's a set time you do it?
Correct.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Next thing you know, next time I see you, you'll be saying you hit 1 million.
Listen, well, we've had 10 million views.
Wow.
We hit that in like 30 days.
What?
It's growing out of control. And so, and literally the place that I made the album, I'm sitting in my studio.
Same place. It's magical in there.
Yeah.
That's what that
There's
tells
something
you.
on it.
Yeah, it is. Could you imagine though, just like what it would be like before this era, where you can really reach the masses,
Right.
just right in the comforts of your own home?
I've always believed in the power of social media.
Yeah.
So
You just got to know how to use
yeah,
it.
you got to know how to work it, and you got to be consistent.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow. So it's working for you.
it's working.
It's working. So do you think? Well, I don't want to ask that question. I'm gonna stay away from that because I know the answer, and that'll probably be Mr. King's surprise. I'm not gonna touch that.
Okay.
We're gonna leave that for him when
Okay.
the time is right. So, do you want to make a solo album outside of jazz, like a gospel?
So I've already made a gospel album. Like in 2003, I released a gospel album called I Gotta Praise. I did a single that I think is being recorded. I can't let the cat out the bag yet, but that's in the works with one of my good friends in the industry. I'm always open to gospel music. I haven't left the church,
Yeah.
or I haven't left what I do because I preach on a monthly basis, so regular basis. So it would be interesting to put this jazz idea in a gospel feel.
Yeah.
So the next album is called The Revival.
Oh,
so
I
it
love that.
already has that kind of moniker on it. And we were kind of pushing around some ideas of opening the song with like some old hymn and making it really, really spiritual and heartfelt. So it's probably going to come in the works anyway.
I look forward to that. I think it'll be a good thing. Just, give both worlds, give
Yeah.
a little bit of both. Because you said at the end of the day, they won't let you,
I can't separate them.
yeah, this is you and it is what it is. And,
Right.
they always say, you got to meet people where they are when it comes to spirituality,
Yeah.
right? Most people in church, not all, but most people in church are already saved. So
Okay.
if you tap into them in a different, where they are, right? You just never know. So as far as your short term, like we talked about 5 years from now, as far as your short term, what is in front of us right now that we can expect from D.L Edwards, the artist, right now?
New music.
New music.
That's the short term. The short term goal is new music and more local shows.
Okay.
Just becoming a household name
Okay.
in the city and abroad. We're planning a promotional tour, going like Tacoma, Washington, and Fresno and Los Angeles, just to get our feet wet with what it's like to be on the road and getting that together. That's the short term.
Did you always know you were going to be a musician?
So I grew up in a family of musicians, but I didn't know it. I didn't touch my first instrument till I was 14.
Okay.
So it was what it was. My father played everything, and he was a pastor, and he sang, and he did all that. And even he called me one day and goes, "If I knew you were going to, I would have given you your first instrument."
Mm-hmm.
So I did not know I'd be a guitarist.
You didn't?
I had no
Well, you did say
idea.
you just started on a fluke.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, man, I tell you what, it's amazing. You just never know.
Right.
You just
right.
never know.
And it has taken off. So sometimes my prayers are like, "Lord, what are you doing?" Like, I really want to be like T.D. Jakes Jr.
Okay.
I wanted to preach all around the world and do nothing but conferences. And here I am kind of doing the same thing, but
through sound, through music.
Through music.
Yeah, it's ministry is ministry.
Absolutely.
It don't matter what, as long as you touch the masses.
Absolutely.
It don't matter which lane you decide to take. At least that's what I was always taught.
Absolutely. That's
so,
absolutely
I
correct.
wish you nothing but the best. I want you to tell everybody, you're going to look in this camera right here?
Okay.
And tell everybody how they can get involved with you, all your social media platforms, your website, all of those good things, and your next performance, if you have one. Just tell them. First, start with your social media.
Okay. So you can always find me everywhere, D.L Edwards, or my moniker, Church Guitarist. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. I do a concert every night from 8 to 10 p.m. on TikTok Live. That's an incredible time. You can meet me there. There's no website up yet, but we are working on it, and we are working on a promotional tour. So I want y'all to see me in a city near you.
All right. You know what? We got 1 minute. I want to touch on this real quick.
Okay.
How was it performing at the Blue Note?
Iconic. So I've done both of them. I've done Napa and New York.
Yeah, New York.
And it was incredible. The vibe there. First of all, the history. Because when you look on the walls, it's Dizzy Gillespie, George Benson, Norman Brown, and I feel like I'm so close to being in those circles because, I feel like I was walking in their footsteps, at the Blue Note. So I got all the footage, I got all the pictures. So yeah, it was a dream come true for me.
I could imagine. Oh man, I wish we had more time. Thank you for stopping by the show. We got to get your wife in here next though.
Yeah,
we're going to pull her out of that business management and we're going to get into the artistry with her as well. It's only right. So I'm going to have to stay on her.
Right.
I'm a nagger. You know what I think I'm going to do?
I'll help you.
I'm going to get in some of them comments on Facebook so her following her see it and be like, yeah, get her.
She's everything. She's funny.
she
can sing.
And she's beautiful
talented,
too.
And she can preach like, yeah, that's my baby girl.
Oh, she preaches as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You got, what's the Shaka Khan, I'm every woman.
Yeah, she's every woman to me.
All right. Well, to me too. And I'm sure she will be to you as well once you meet her, because we're going to get her in here. The king said we're going to get the queen.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that, man. I want to thank you all for tapping into the show. Make sure you guys get involved in everything D.L Edwards has going on. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. His energy is infectious. He's so laid back and gracious, and he deserves everything that's coming to him. And then you guys going to thank me 5 years from now when y'all be like, oh, I seen him first on the First Lady Point of View show. Duh. Yeah, that's what we do. Until next time, reach back for those that are coming up behind you and pay homage to those who did it before you. It's free and you'll feel good about yourself. I promise you will. Peace, one love. May God bless your hustle. And we are out of here until next time.
You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View. First Lady Point of View. Culture, music, news, reviews. You tuned in. It's the First Lady Point of View.